Now that we've got this website set up with some basic colors, we can go ahead and take a look at what it looks like in a browser. Let's go over to the right-hand side. At the top here we have a little world, and that's actually the Preview Debug in Browser button. And you'll see that it's set as a default so that if I press F12, it'll preview in Firefox. We can also choose to preview in Internet Explorer or set up any other browsers that we have. Let's click on F12 or on the preview in whatever your default browser is, and you'll see that it will automatically open your browser with your file in there. Now, of course, the colors that I've chosen here are not very beautiful colors. So we have some choices to make about how we're going to get access or how we're going to color our document. So going back to color theory, there are of course a number of different ways to do it. We can always come up with a color scheme that we design ourselves using Illustrator, Photoshop, or any other tool that we have access to that does schemes. Or we can actually use existing themes, color schemes, that we can find on websites such as Cooler.com or Color Combinations or ColorCombos.com or even ColorLovers.com. This is a really nice one. And we're actually going to come back to this website for something else here in a little bit, which are some patterns that this website has. But you can see here's a nice one there that's kind of rustic and natural looking, desaturated colors. But we can also, of course, choose colors from existing photography that we have in our website. Now, of course, the Photos page is going to have more colors than just the one page that we have here, but at least this one picture provides a starting point for some colors. So I'm going to use my color picker tool of choice, which is the Instant Color Picker, or Instant Eyedropper, I think it's called. And I'll click on that icon and just go up into the photo and find out if I can link over one of these green colors. Now I'm going to change the navigation bar at the top to that color by clicking on the nav bar, and I can always, actually I don't even really need to do that. I need to go over to the CSS actually. So I can double click on the nav bar, go back to the property that I want, and paste it in, which is nice. Or another nice quick way of doing it is if you open up your properties panel just a little bit larger. So you'll see at the bottom it says properties for navbar. Click and drag right there, and you'll see that you can see the properties that that particular style has already been given. So if you click on that property or click on that style, you can then click on the property and paste in the color. So now I'm going to go down to the bottom and do that for the footer as well. So I'll give those the same color for right now. Now for my content section, I want to change this to something a little bit more exciting as well. So I might go ahead and use one of these kind of grayish colors that already exist in my photo. So that's kind of gray now. Now at the top, we can also change that color to maybe one of the darker greens. Now we'll be replacing this with an image later, so it's not really going to matter big time for us. That is going to be the header. And then our last thing I want to do is actually create one for our body tag. So let's go to a new style, new CSS rule. I want to type in BODY for body. Click OK. And the background for this, I'm also going to make it that dark color. So I can use the eyedropper there and apply it, or I could have just pasted in the color. Now you'll see that the entire background is going to be that color. And there are some spacing issues, but we'll fix that later. Now let's go ahead and hit F12 to test this, and you'll see that we haven't saved the files. So when we preview this in a browser, it will actually save all the files for us. And you can see there's a nice start on a new design with some new colors. They all kind of fit together right now. We don't have a lot of variation, but we can increase that variation as we play with our colors more in the next tutorials.